Did you hear that there are women who can't find formula for the babies? This is from Fox. Parents across the U.S. are scrambling to find baby formula. Isn't that stuff artificial anyway? Artificial milk or something? Breastfeed. That's why God gave you the breast and put some milk in there so you can feed the baby. But because you want to be like a man, you got to go to work. Now you run out of formula and you're complaining. Maybe now you're feeding with your breast. The milk coming out the breast is real. You don't look like a porn addiction recovery coach.
What do you think? Like, what do you think? Who do you picture in your head when you picture porn recovery coach?
A rough, fat lesbian. I thought it was mind-blowing when that stupid guy, that black guy that used to play football, and he would kneel.
Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah. Remember that guy? I thought that was evil. I didn't think, now that looked like a party.
Mm-hmm. Take me back to
with
that.
Pot.
Let's go back to taking a knee in football.
And so when the caller called from the UK and was saying that he was a test tube baby, I wanted to know, what is it like knowing that you were born from a test tube and you don't know who your father is? And because in this country, when they first talked about it, I read reports or heard reports where men were going to these test tube places and just selling their sperm like 90 going north. And so you have all these women having a baby for the same person. And I'm thinking, well, what happened if you happen to live in the neighborhood of the woman that got this baby, this sperm from the same man? You end up marrying your own sister or your cousin or something like that and not even know it. Women are in hysterical after the Supreme Court draft striking down Roe versus Wade was leaked to the media. Right away, they just went out into the streets and started screaming, "Help, help. They want to stop me from killing the children." There's this woman by the name of Joy Behar. And Joy Behar is one of those radical women on The View, this talk show called The View. Joy Behar is old now, and nobody want her sex. She couldn't give it away for free. Nobody wants it, right? But so this is from ABC. Joy Behar suggested on The View that women go on a sex strike. Watch this.
Women in the world have conducted sex strikes in history. In 2003, a sex strike helped to end Liberia's brutal civil war. Yes, and the woman who started it was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. In 2009, Kenyan women enforced a sex ban until political infighting ceased. Within 1 week, there was a stable government. Okay, so we have more power than we think we have, and some of it could be right in the bedroom. Just saying.
A sex strike.
No shame. Nobody even want that old woman's sex, right? And so a woman got a Nobel Peace Prize for not being a slut for a day. Amazing. They're proud of it. They applaud. "Oh, I'm so proud. I wasn't a slut for a day and get an award." See, women need you to guide them. They are applauding because a woman got an award for not being a sex slut for a day. Isn't that amazing? "Oh, I'm so proud. She got the award." Can you imagine? They holding this major event and this woman coming up to receive her award for not being a slut for a day, and she thinks that she's won something? Women need you to guide them as men need Christ.
I didn't stop at that stop sign. I couldn't walk that.
I didn't stop that stop sign. I couldn't walk that little white line. The man was drunk. What the? And stop judging yourself because God is not judging you. That's the devil accusing you. Don't fall for it anymore.
I don't know. I feel like a beta.
You are a beta. Beta! You're definitely a beta, and it's okay to be a beta. To know that you're a beta, and then you overcome being a beta.
Yeah.
And stop giving the women your money. James is a first-time call out of Tennessee. James, get it off your chest. You're on the air.
You have won me over. I wasn't always a fan.
Why you didn't agree back then? What was it about you that was causing you to disagree?
I was raised, I'm black, and I was raised
He black.
Democratic.
Lesbian couples have the highest domestic abuse rate of any demographic. Lesbians, can you figure out why? You got two devils together, pretend to be husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever they do. Lesbian couples have a higher domestic abuse rate of any demographic. Lesbian.
So why didn't you do
Thank you, buddy. I got to run. Tony out of California. Tony, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
I was calling, but that question you presented to your people that watches you.
What does Western culture stand for?
Well, Western culture stands for racism, depression, and oppression.
Why do you think that the people of color are oppressing white people? I think you are to something today, Tony. That is the way that they're treating the white, but why do you think that they're doing it?
Did I say that, Justin?
Yeah.
When did I say that?
You just said that the Western culture stands for racism and oppression, right?
Yes, I said that part, but when did I say white?
And I agree with you that that's what is happening to the whites. The Western culture is that they hate the white people, so they're trying to oppress them and their jealousy and envy of the whites. So I agree with you this time, man. I'm surprised you admitted this.
But Justin,
What a mess.
An anti-abortion rights office in shambles Sunday at the headquarters of the Wisconsin Family Action Group. Police say someone threw a Molotov cocktail into the building.
You don't get to take away my bodily autonomy and enjoy your Saturday night at home. You can do one or the other.
Bodily autonomy sounds like something liquid. Isn't that amazing? 888-7753-773. Let me go out to Denmark and talk to Patrick out of Denmark. Patrick, welcome. Get it off your chest.
I almost feel like I am in a dream right now. So
I had a dream.
Allow me. Yes.
I had an awesome dream. Go ahead.
It was definitely an awesome dream. And Jesse, one of your black fat women started trying to tempt me in my dream. And she was next to me on this couch, and she was removing her clothes, and she started to lick my right shoulder, okay? And I could feel this sensation.
Hold on, Patrick. Nick, see what Patrick Dream is about, because it sounds scary. I don't want him to be all dirty on. We have kids listening to the show. He talking about licking the neck and all that, so. I often wonder, why do the people in Wyoming continue to elect Liz Cheney? Liz Cheney is an old fat hag. She's a bitch. She's no good. I just saw a headline, one of the headline news thing there, that they have just confirmed the first case of monkeypox. monkeypox in America. I'm like, monkeypox? What is that? And it looked gross. It looked nasty. So are you like, do you get bit by a monkey or something? What? Stop monkeying around, boy. If Jesus was God, you believe your daddy is your brother?
Well, that goes back to, in some sense, yes, because there's different roles. But that's the complexity of God. But
God is
simple.
not complicated at all. He's quite simple.
I know, but when you exactly, I agree. But we got to separate the different roles that there are. We're also called the bride, and then we're also called brethren, and then in a different aspect, we're called the actual mother, because we go through birth pains. When his second coming is going to be like a second birth, and that's what in Revelation 12, the woman.
How do you know that?
I tested it.
What do you mean?
Christ said that.
You gave birth? Let me go to Esmeralda out of Florida.
I just got a question, and I just wanted to kind of get your advice.
Okay.
So I was in a verbal abusive relationship for 7 years, and I separated from him for 2 years. We do have a child together. He's 6 years old. And we started to have problems again.
And how long have you been married?
Well, I'm not married to him.
And why did you get married?
Well, I would have liked to get married. I think he has a lot of issues.
And so what made you settle for living with a man and not married?
Well, I figured that would eventually happen, but
why did you think it would happen if you could get the milk free? Why marry the cow?
Oh my gosh.
So what did you do wrong in this relationship with the guy you just left?
Well, the thing is that he says that he's a man, but I feel sometimes that he's a little bit of beta.
What did you do wrong in the relationship?
Because I'm an independent woman, and I know you say this a lot, but I think that's the problem. I think it's like, well, and I say this because I've been through a lot in my life, so I had to do things for myself. I didn't have anybody to.
So what did you do wrong in the relationship? Why is it clear what he did wrong? You can remember every detail, but you can't remember anything that you did wrong.
Well,
you're not sure what you did wrong? How come you know him better than you know yourself?
I guess because I'm just focusing on that, but I guess, no, hold on, let me say it again. I confronted him one time about, why does he tell the kids negative things about me to them? And that's when he...
So what did you do wrong in the relationship?
I don't know.
And why is it that you know him better than you know yourself? Are you clear about, you can just name everything he did wrong, but you can't name one thing where you were wrong?
I can say that,
Amazing.
I guess I gave him. I guess I gave him an attitude. I was being a bitch, and
you guess, or you were being a bitch?
I was.
And so why is it hard to say I was a bitch? I drove the man crazy. He was weak anyway, but I drove him crazy. Why is it hard to say that?
That's the main thing. I was being a bitch.
Why is it hard to say that?
Because it's a bad word. It's a terrible word.
But you're a bad bitch.
Jesse, you're out of control. I guess. I mean, I am. That is true. And
why it's so hard to say it? How will you ever be free if you can't even admit that to yourself? Because I guarantee you, when you and your boyfriend argue, if you had just said, you know what, you're right, I'm wrong, and you guys would be together right now.
yeah, you're right.
But you pointed out everything that he's wrong about, but not admitting to anything you're wrong about. So you're not changing. And it sounds like, and I only have your word about him, but it sounds like he's not changing. So you have two devils fighting one another. And that would never work.
No, it won't. You're right, Jesse. I'm a bad Mexican bitch.
Oh. Hola. Wow, look at this birthday cake. How come you have so many candles? I'm not that old.
That's only on Thursday.
Evgeny Crosby with another diamond says, Jesse, did you borrow that shirt from the Knicks stream?
This is from the Revolver. The First Space Hotel. Hotels are slated to open in 2025. A space hotel. I'm saving my pennies. I'm going out of space. What the? See, white people ain't crazy. They may be a little nervous about speaking up, but they ain't crazy. Y'all moving to their neighborhood, they ain't gonna move out. No matter what you say. Amazing, right?
Right.
But the blacks have been deceived to believe that it's racism, right? And the people who are using that word racism is doing it to control the blacks, to keep them angry, to keep them overreacting so that they can gain power and wealth over the people. And that's why they use that word for everything now.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Like I
want to go to the toilet, and if the toilet's white, they'll call it racist.
In prisons, like the races kind of like stick together, and like there's a lot of like, I don't know, like do you think that there's any validity to what people talk about with racism?
No. You see my shirt?
Yeah, I do see your shirt. I think what happens to a lot of people, because I did go to college, and I remember in college.
Sorry to hear that.
Amazing. Yeah, I highly recommend Jesse's counseling sessions. I don't know if you remember me. I had a counseling session with you, but anyway, yeah.
Never ask a black man if you remember. What do you think about the fat, radical, socialist, communist lesbians? Black Lives Matter.
Lesbians. Oh my God. Every time you say that word, it just makes me crack up so much. Why do you say it like that?
It just came out one day.
It's so good. I forgot the question. What was the question?
What do you think about the fat, black, radical, socialists, the lesbians?
Now I guess we can introduce our guest.
I think so.
You want to introduce our son?
Thank you. Yeah, this is our son, our illegitimate son.
That's what he called himself.
Jesse Lee
Right.
Peterson. That's how he introduced himself to our tour.
That's right.
A year ago.
A year ago.
Amazing, it's been a year already.
You know, earlier you mentioned rap.
Rap crap, that's what I call it.
Amen.
Well, that's good, and if you just tuned in tonight, our guest is Jesse Peterson. I almost said Jesse Jackson, so let's find out.
I've been called worse.
LJ Horsley on Streamlabs says, hey, Jesse and team, thank you for your work. I'm 27, live at home, no job, no ambition. I forgave my parents and I've been praying every day. However, I still feel anxious. I feel like I'm wasting time and can't figure out what to pursue. Any advice?
Yeah, you pursue a job. It doesn't matter what kind of job. Get a job, man.
Savage. Trap King Cole. Savage. Beta. Savage. 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 Savage.
Yeah, I found you from that YouTube channel, Get a Job. I don't know if you heard of them.
Oh yeah, Get a Job is amazing.
Yeah. I seen that your Savage moments, and I started looking more into some of your stuff, and I was like, you know what? It slowly started to click.
2 nights ago, I was watching this mashup of you. It was Savage Moments.
Right.
And
amazing.
it was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Get a Job, he does an amazing job. I never met him that I'm aware of, but he's been, for years now, he's been doing an amazing job. So thank you for that.
Mr. Carlson has amplified the notion that Democrat politicians want to force demographic change through immigration. Duh!
I've been binge watching your YouTube content and everything for a few months now, and you have completely changed my life. Like, everything about it.
Amazing.
It's amazing. It really is.
I'm glad to hear that. Matt is a first-time call out of Florida. Matt, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
How's it going?
All is well. Your phone sound awful, man. What the? Nick will check it out. Let me go to Rick out of Maine. Rick, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse. How you doing today?
All is well. Hold on, Rick. Your phone sound awful. What's going on with the phones today?
I'm the kind of person that, I live in a black neighborhood and things, and I'm black myself.
You black?
But